Okay, just kind of getting stuff started soonish. Oh, Peyton's here. Hello. Hey, I'm getting stuff like last minute set up. I'm very quiet, trying to bump that up. Trying to actually, haven't done this in a bit, and for some reason stuff is reset. How is my audio now? I've turned it up. It's not enough. For some reason, I remember having my audio, like, much quieter, but for some reason, it decided to go... Or, like, I need to louden my audio for some reason. Oh, well. Blah, 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 blah. Words. I think it's fine for the moment. Alright, I will be actually starting in a little bit. I want to wait on to see if other people will show up first before starting this. Woo! Deltarune Newsletter is now a thing that is readable today. Woohoo! Not Lancer's here. Bean boy. Hey, Lancer. Deltarune tomorrow. Well, it's actually Deltarune in like 26 days. So, 26 more tomorrows until Deltarune. Ah! Hello, Real Mix. Thank you for joining in. Also, not Lancer. I saw the work that you did over on the Discord. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of work there, just actually documenting a couple things. I didn't read too far into it, because I kind of wanted to find out stuff for myself too. But, ooh, that looks like a lot of stuff. Yeah, Newsletter actually has some kind of interesting things in it. I only glanced over and I didn't really read into it. I just know, ooh, it's going to be good. That's about all I know. Also, I guess random thing. You might notice a couple changes to my setup. I did like, I kid you not, yesterday I just kind of did like a kind of a cleanup sort of thing over to my setup, so it's kind of nice. Challenge says, to be honest, mostly all the links are for my own archival. Putting them in the server helps others too. Yeah, that's true. I was thinking on like checking that out if for whatever reason if I couldn't find anything while I was searching around. So if I'm like, man, I think I found everything, and then I go and check what all the links that you posted there, and I'll be, oh my gosh, I missed this important thing. Man, I'm so bad at finding secrets. Mario's here. Newsletter stuff is way nuttier than I expected it to be. The same. I haven't actually read it yet, but I've seen like I've skimmed it. And that skimming enough is like, wow, there's actually stuff here. That's crazy. Also, Fishy Cat is here. Deltarune early? Yeah, by like a day. Wait a second. Does that mean everyone's Deltarune tomorrow will have different tomorrows for Deltarune? Probably. I've at least read the part where, like, it'll probably come out on June 4th and not exactly June 5th, depending, like, on release dates worldwide and such. Which, neat. Benmin's here. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. This is Benmin. Hello, Benmin. I'm having a wonderful day at the moment. I'm hoping everyone else is also equally fine. Nutlancher says, it releases at 4 p.m. for me, which means I can actually do stuff.
Sick.
I'm gonna check out when it's also released in my time zone, just so I can, like, plan around that. I still plan on, whenever Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 come out, I'm gonna play those. That's going to be fun, very fun. Let's see, it's her... Trying to think of if there's anything else I want to change on. Let's see. Maybe change that just a bit. We'll go for that for now.
I can actually finish it on release day.
That would be very amazing. I'm not sure if I can finish it on release day, but I'm just trying to slowly make this slightly bigger. Okay. I'm not sure if I can finish it on release day. I can damn well try, but I'm probably gonna like stretch out my playthrough depending on how much there is, because I'm gonna be going like through every nook and cranny detail. It's gonna be crazy. Wario says they confirmed the relevance of a particular thing that appears only once in Chapter 2 and in the sweepstakes for once. Interesting. Right, I'll be sure to find that out. This whole thing is gonna be interesting to check up on. Yeah, okay, just making sure that... Okay, I do have the preset to get my newsletter up. Okay, we'll be starting in about 6 minutes, waiting for anyone else to stop by. Let's see. Benman says, I was just in a stream like this looking at the Spamton Sweepstakes new secret stuff. I saw that just for a bit, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's new... I have to stop myself just really quick. I need to... Funny thing is that for whatever reason, last night I stayed up till like 3 a.m. And then this dropped, and I'm like, shoot. No. I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I slept. And then I woke up, I ate a breakfast, and now I'm here. Mwahaha, reading. Not sure how long this will actually be. I'm kind of expecting, like, just an hour of reading information. That's the expected. I guess, talking about what kind of stuff I'm going to be doing whenever Deltarune comes out. So, I've mentioned that I'm going to be doing a actual stream whenever 3 and 4 come out. That'd be nice. Not much as I've seen stuff get discovered in real time is so exciting for me. I love that too, because it's really hard to actually get that nowadays, because like everybody knows all the secrets. So it's really nice seeing all the new stuff and actually getting a chance to see everything first. I'll tell everyone knows about it, but there's always a joy in that. Where he says I was about to go to sleep last night, and then suddenly I hear during a VC where I was talking about obscure Deltarune Bane with friend, the newsletter dropped. That's quite a way to get that revealed. Yeah, so plans whenever Deltarune actually does come out, because there's like a couple people here that don't join my streams. Whenever Deltarune does come out, I actually don't want to use my my normal save file. I actually want to just play without a save file and just play in Chapter 3 and 4 without one, because let's see. Because one of I had like an idea for a theory video called the canonical timeline theory of Deltarune, which kind of requires me to play Deltarune without Chapter 1 or 2 save data. So at least that's the idea. I'm gonna have to see how that works whenever that comes out. Hello, Milky is here. Hey, Dean. Hello. Welcome, and we'll be starting kind of soon. As in, like, 3 minutes soon. Wario says, I will say there is one page where you input your email and an answer in an answer to a question. You'll see. Alright. I remember my secret food. It's apples. Remember, like last time there was like a mention that like, oh yeah, it was apples. It was apples. And then people didn't believe me that my favorite food was apples. And then there it is. It's like one of the things. All because says, oh, Deltarune Newsletter, best game. It is best. It is one of the best. Now, we're going to be able to play the interactive shooter that is the Deltarune Newsletter. You got to be sure to click on the links. The links that people... Gotta love Deltarune revitalizing momentum. So far, Deltarune has been one of the few games to actually wake me up in the morning. I gotta check this out. There's not that many games nowadays. I guess just I've been getting busy, but like Deltarune's just one of those that will always satisfy, no matter what kind of stuff is in there. So I'm kind of with you on that. Also, Hollow Milk, we're mentioning Silk. I'm expecting you to say Song after that. Because Silk Song is coming out about the same time as Deltarune. Which I think is a little crazy. That game's been something everyone's been waiting for. I don't think I'll play it personally, because it's not the kind of game that I would play. But I know a lot of people, including like a couple friends of mine, are eagerly waiting for the game. So that's cool. Sing a happy song, whistle a merry tune, for Silk Song is coming, and it is coming very soon. Very soon.
It'll all be here in about 3.5 weeks. 3.5 weeks, everybody. Woo, we're so close already.
Minmin says, anyways, the original stream I was in ended with the streamer drawing Wind Inside versus Goku Plooey, Wide Sands, Trollface Flowey, and the Vessel and more. I doubt that stream will end this way, but no. I doubt that they will actually end like that. It'll end with us looking at everything. Maybe furniture getting tossed around the room or something. Maybe. Slurp. Slurp. Yummy water. The Silk Song will free us. The Deltarune will free one half of the indie community. And then Deltarune... Let's see. Deltarune will free one half of the community. The Silk Song will free the other half. Alright. It's about actually time. And Lunch just says, I spent days animating someone doing Club Penguin dance, and it was super worn out until today. That is a lot of animating, to be fair. Alrighty. It is about the time for me to actually reading this fun activity that is the Deltarune Newsletter. So, time to begin. Hello, everybody. It is Deanspillabean back on your screen. Today, we're going to be reviewing or looking over the new Deltarune Newsletter for May that just dropped like today, this morning, something like that. It dropped at 3 a.m. for me. Now here I am at 10:40 a.m. 45 a.m. First we Delta, then we room. We Deltarune. Oh, good. All right. Time to actually start reading. So, Deltarune Newsletter, May 2025. Release date and time. Deltarune Chapter 1 through 4 will release... Wait, hold on. Let me explain. For starters, Nintendo Switch version of Deltarune will launch on June 5th at midnight local time in respective regions. Technically speaking, this means people in Japan will get the Switch 2 version 13 hours sooner than people on the East Coast of the US. Assuming they can get a Switch 2 launch, of course. However, what does that mean for all the other platforms? We decided to pick a time as the official launch time for everything else, like for Steam, Switch, PS4, and 5, and that time is June 5th, 0 a.m. Japan time. Well, that means if you're in North America, the release will be on June 4th, 8 a.m. PDT, 11 a.m. EDT. This is my time zone, so I'm going to have to be planning around that. And then also 5 p.m. CET. Okay. If you're in the New Zealand and Australia or are getting Switch 2 version of Deltarune, you'll be able to get the game a couple hours early if you happen to get your Switch 2 exactly at midnight. But for convenience sake, we're just going to ignore you guys and pretend that the game is not out. Meanwhile, don't say anything about it. Anyway, the takeaway is, if you're reading this in English, there's a good chance you'll actually be able to play the game on June 4th. But wait, there's some good news. That's good. I can't wait to play the game whenever June 4th comes around, and no June 5th. That means that this thing is actually incorrect. We're actually getting it in 25 todays, which means we're actually getting it in 24 tomorrows. We're getting closer. Deltarune the 3rd, or let's see, June the 3rd is Deltarune Tomorrow Day. Deltarune Tomorrow Day has been unpostponed? Expressed? Actually, Deltarune Tomorrow has been rushed to a day before. It's now June 3rd that is official Deltarune Tomorrow Day. Something like that. Let's see, buy it once on PlayStation or Nintendo. Hey, do you want a good deal?
Boy, have I got a deal for you!
Thanks to crossplay, when you buy Deltarune on PlayStation Store, you can get both the PS4 and 5 versions at one price. Ain't that convenient? And we're going to do basically the same thing on Nintendo platforms. If you buy the game on Nintendo Switch and decide that you want the Switch 2 version later, you can get it at no additional cost and vice versa. Except in Japan, where local laws require us to charge a small fee. Well, ain't that aggravating? That's right, for one single price of either $0 or $1, you'll be able to get both versions of the game. That means both versions of the special room. Meow wow, my FOMO's clearing right up. Meow wow. No more FOMO. Hollow Milker says, I am dope up on Monster Energy drinks, and I will not be sleeping tonight until Deltarune. Okay, at least sleep the day before Deltarune so you can stay up long enough to witness the glory that is Chapter 3 and 4. At least do that. Let's see, to get the second version at no cost, you'll need to get both of them using the same Nintendo account. And then it...
Let's see if they have any money. Wait. Hello?
Hello, Spamton. Sans but not like Sans is here, says hello. Hello, Sans that is also not Sans. Howdy, howdy. You're reading off the Deltarune Newsletter. Oh, there's the trophies. Hey, never mind about the pricing talk. Isn't it finally time to talk about those PlayStation trophies? So there's Pain 4A. Receive Pain 22 times or meet an end. What? Consumer 3A, consume item. Armor 4A, equip an armor, strengthen. 2A, augment your power. Throne, investigate the throne. Chapter 3 end, complete without an issue. Complete without issue. What does that mean? I'm gonna get, this is just a small sample of the trophies available. Are they, hold on, is he gonna actually put achievements into Steam? Is that gonna be a thing? I kind of wonder. Also, I'm guessing the 4-A is like referring to which chapter and which part of, or like a specific part of the chapter or something like that. That's my guess. Oh, Redcon's here. Hey, Dean, haven't watched your streams in a while. Yep, yeah, it's been a bit. I wasn't gonna stream during the month of May and wait until Deltarune comes out.
Then there's the newsletter. Now I'm reading the newsletter.
It's pretty nice. Oh, Malphite's here too. Hello. Hello, Malphite. Welcome in. Fishy Cat says pain. spam pain. But yeah, I think like a 4A is like chapter 4 part A or something. I just noticed that my mouse isn't actually here. Can I? Yeah, capture cursor. Why aren't you capturing my cursor? Oh, I have to click on it. That's why. English or Spanish? English. I can't read Spanish. Chapter 3 completes chapter 3 without issue. Wonder what that actually means. Let's see. As you might have guessed, the trophy list outlines an interesting challenge. Trophies are permanent, so every one you gain is an eternal measure of your success. The way things are set up, you'll only receive a trophy once the current room, where you unlock it, ends. You'll miss it if you turn off the game before then, so be careful while completing all 4 chapters. Especially, there may be some certain conditions where you will miss acquiring the chapter end trophies. I don't think it's something an average player would run across. However, but really, I think you'll enjoy the game more if you don't pay attention to whether you get the trophies. Okay. Spamton Sweepstakes? Hey, unrelated to all that, do you remember how I mentioned there was an alternate ending to the Spamton Sweepstakes? I remember that.
Well, I also remember that.
And I also finally remembered I said that. Spamton Sweepstakes. So, let's see. Let's see if I can get it opened up on a separate tab. I won't be reading off of it at the moment, but okay. All right, so there's that. I'll read into that once I get done with the newsletter. Just some stuff here that says watch it. I will watch it when I get done reading the newsletter because I know it's just a little more. I just want to read the rest of this and then I'll get into it. We've updated the expansion sweepstakes to feature the alternate ending. After you give that a gander, it might be a good idea to check out the rest of the website for old time's sakes too. I only consider everything in the game itself to be canon, so there's nothing critically important in there. But looking around the site itself sure is a lot of fun. That is true. More posts? Well, we'll be posting more social media stuff on the other accounts. Toby Fox on Twitter and Blue Sky. Same with Undertale. See you in June. Okay. So that's the end of the newsletter, and my assumption is that the rest of the stream will be going over the new stuff that they added to the Spamton Sweepstakes. Starting off with seeing the alternate path, Spamton Silence. Everything's all grade-scaled. Very sad. Alright, time to actually watch this.
Hey, Yenny! Welcome back to the Spamton Value Network, the only home of wild prizes and Spamton's beautiful eyes. Here tonight, we've got even more wild prizes in store for you. Can you believe it? We might be on number 50. I can't count. Spamton Carbine Knife. The Spamton Carbine Knife is a wonderful knife that will allow you to...
What kind of knife is that?
Hey guys, is this on?
Oh, hi.
It took so long for the stream. We had some technical difficulties.
Why are you guys here?
Yeah, we had this crazy
the
video planned. We were going to
no,
hire someone to play Spamton, but you know, it's kind of... I don't know. It just kind of fell through, you know?
It's all
it didn't really
falling
make sense
through.
because,
You hired me.
Spamton, you're irrelevant.
Who is this?
I guess we didn't expect you guys to, like, vote for what you did. We just kind of assumed you'd do the
Vote for what?
freedom.
What did they vote for? Freedom?
Anyway, sorry guys.
What?
We're just gonna have to go think of something else.
What about all this?
We'll try and make up to you somehow. Yeah, I don't really know what we're gonna do without Spamton.
Well,
But you know-
Spamton's dead, everybody.
He's gone. You voted to remove Spamton,
He's gone.
and that's what happens.
Well-
Remove Spamton.
Goes away.
What are they talking about?
Well, we'll see you guys next year. Bye.
Wait, what do you mean remove Spamton? Wait!
What's gonna happen to him?
Remove Spamton? You guys wouldn't vote to do that, right? No.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
no, wait. I'm
Oh.
not Spamton, I swear. I'm just an impersonator. I'm an actor. I was just hired to. You can't do this to me.
No.
Stop!
No, wait. No. Is there a jump scare? Whoop, that's it? Is that it? That's it. Okay. So that's what actually happens if we all voted silence. But here you go. Armalo's here. Hello, Armalo.
Goodbye, Big Shot.
So long, Big Shot. Okay, so I guess also the rest of this got grayscaled. Is all the text still there? No, it's gone. Okay. What's next? Now we're back here. Oh, that's new. What is this? If only you had the... your luck might have gone another way. No, no crystal. What? What? What is... You can't fill a box with... Now, look, it's a box of... A box of... What? You can't fill a box with... Opens box. Okay, let's see. I probably need to shrink that. Just... No, oh well. No love, maybe. Huh. Look at the page name. Page name is Deltarune ROM. Clicking it and then going into... Oh wait, hold on. No one will shed a tear for him is what the full name says. No one will shed a tear for him. What is that? Click 50,000 times? You don't want me to do that, but I have an auto clicker, so I'm not gonna do any more out of respect to my ears and everyone else's. Is there anything else? Yeah, this.
Lancer! It's the Lancer.
I love that. I love that joke. It's very funny. All right. Anything? TV room. It's off. Anything else? It doesn't seem like there's anything else here.
You just got Lancer!
Lancer, it's not you. Well, I got Lancered anyway. Where the web ring originally was, the rest of RAM is unchanged. Oh, Yeah, okay, so... That's still the same, yeah. Weather always sticks together. Okay. I feel like... Was there anything else? Let's see. Today, official Dragon Blazers website was updated with a bunch of weird links. Okay, I'm trying to remember if there was anything new. Wait, is this new? Yeah, this is new. I've never seen this before. Hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen some of this. Let's see. Okay, this one had exist before, but this one I think is new. The original number of the links was 16, and now there's there are 14 new pages? It says Wario? What? Original was 6. Hold on. It says there's like 40 pages, actually. Huh. How long am I gonna be here? I don't know. Is there anything new in the comments? Doesn't seem like it.
No one said it's here for Birdly.
Wario says the original page was 26. So we're gonna be here for a bit. All right. Okay, so let's see. This one existed before, but I think this is a new page. I'm gonna read it now. Everyone's heard of Snow. Oh, hold on. What was this one? Welcome to Holiday, Secret Games, Glitches, Theories blog. This is Deltarune/Rain. Deltarune.com/rain, and this is a new one. Everyone's heard of snow days, but did anyone else ever have rain days? I swear one day it was pouring so hard it sounded like someone was jumping on the roof of my house. So my mom called the school and made them cancel just so I wouldn't have to walk over. XP. Like, come on, Mom. A little water never hurt anybody, except for maybe deep sea cave divers. XD. Sorry. At least because of that, my friend could come over without an umbrella. Why? X parentheses. She was totally soaked. We had to put 3 of my mom's hair dryers on full blast for like 30 minutes. At least we got to use the dryer to make melty cheese crackers. Anyways, on days where it rains, nothing was better than playing cat petters, specifically the mini-games you can play with your cats. They were all ridiculous, and every one of them had these super silly-rific names, like Jongler or something, XD. What does that mean? I remember being really into one of those games when I was little. I can't remember the name because it was a complete nonsense. Sorry, XP. But it was the one with like the endless caves, if that makes sense. I even made a guide to the rarities of the different cats you can get to raise your score. I still have the text file, although it's just named b.txt. Really helpful, XP. Ultraco fans here and says stay hydrated. Don't worry, I will. Hydration. Actually, since I lowered that. Oh yeah, to get you up to speed, Ultraco fan. Spamton Sweepstakes, a thing that was a real cool ARG, happened some years ago, got updated today with new stuff, and I'm reading off the new stuff. Let's see. So the chances, 80% chance for normal, 15% for a blue aura, 4% for rock and roll, 0% for angel wing, and a super 0% for super holy angel wing, whatever that is. I sort of feel like there were more, though. Like one time I remember getting a cat, and it was actually lowered how many points I had. And then, of course, I died immediately, so I couldn't get a picture of it or anything. And, of course, no one else has ever seen this except me. Actually, I get the feeling someone else I know has seen it, but I just know that even if I ask them, I probably wouldn't get a straight answer, XP. Ugh. More Angel Noel references, Lancer? Oh, probably. Angel. If you find any proof, try it yourself. Ooh. Another link. Let's see. Super fun fact. On a related note, these same games even make a cameo in Cat Petters, the RPG, which, like everything good, is kind of a ripoff of Dragon Blazers. I got an email. If I'm being honest, XD. Okie dokie. Let my bias show for a second there, XP. You guys really should play it, though. As usual, if anyone thinks they can find any proof, try it yourself and let me know. I'll click that in a moment. Lancer says that Chris is the friend. Probably. I could see Chris just walking in the rain without an umbrella. P.S. About my friend, she came... Oh, she. It's a she. So it's not Chris. So whoever this friend of Noel's is a girl. confirmed by Noelle herself. I'm not totally aware. Let's see. She came over because I said I was going to play Pat Catters, but she thought that meant that we were going to actually get to pet her. What kind of game would that even be? XP? XD. So I just made it a cat named after her in the game and made it play metal music on the music box. Try not to corrupt that one. I still had to pet her a little, or she wouldn't go home. I wonder if this is, am I a best cow says Caddy? I'm thinking Caddy. Although, it could also be like the, what was it? The, I forgot what, like, her name was. It was like the goth Caddy. I can't remember if that was, like, actually Caddy or, like, I know there was the ants and that's, I'm not sure. It's probably one of the Caddy relatives. Which, that's some interesting lore. Right, try it for yourself. What is this? Super rare. Whoa. Okay, what is this page? This page is called Rare Cats. Deltarune.com/rarecats. Keep going, Dean. Just keep going. I'll keep going. Pet the cat. Pet the cat. Should I go into that? Whoa. Now I'm gonna check this out. What is this? This is. Aren't you forgetting something? Is the title page, and the link is Windows. Seems like there's just these windows here. Seems like it. Clicked on the leftmost one.
Eat the doggy.
Where would Forest... What? Hold on. Okay, the link for this one is where would Forest Lost grow the... It's puzzle time. It is puzzle time. Oh boy. Angry Kara is...
I'm angry.
Well, I guess you're angry, Kara. Anyways, welcome into the stream. Welcome to the stream, everyone else as well. We're gonna discover all this new stuff. Why are there so many windows? Why are there so many Huh? Oh, good grief. Okay, I guess there's just a bunch of fake ones. Maraca!
Yeah! Woohoo!
Dun, 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 dun. All right. So that's the third one. Fourth. Grow where the lost forest would... Hold on, are these different? The grow lost wood forest where? Wait, the links are actually different. Like the links are actually different names. Lost where forest wood the grow. So I guess they kind of do very similar stuff, but they're different. Grow wood where the lost forest. Maraca. Where the lost grow wood lost forest would cough cough unscramble cough cough. Where the lost forest would grow, maybe? Oh wait. Oh, okay, so where the lost forest would grow. Assumption. No. Not sure at the moment. Let's see. Going through some of these. More duck check. Go where the lost wood forest. Lost where the forest would grow. Is what it is. Okay. Lost where the forest would grow. Oh yeah, there it is. Thank you, Aaron Gakara. Let's see. Title of this is Roots, and of course the link is Lost Where the Forest Would Grow. Noutlancer says Jockington Snake and a Tree in the religious theme chapter. Snake and Tree Church chapter. I think it's cause the texture that Jockington had in one of the posts. Actually, can I pull that up? Is that a thing I can just like casually do without much issue? Let me see if I can find that. Was it here? Oh yeah. Yeah, here it is. Give me a second to actually be able to pull that up. Yeah, it's this post. This is the one with Jockington. Jockington grows the beard. What does that even mean? What does that even mean, though? Alright, what's people saying? Wario says, so the texture that makes up the tree silhouette there is the same one that's used for the depths image in the Goner Maker intro of Chapter 1, and the dark fountains when you go into seal them. So it's the same background sprite, or background image. That's interesting. The snake, let's see, Angry Care says, the snake in the apple tree in the Garden of Eden. Wario says, there's new evidence as well for Chapter 4 actually being Holiday House. You know, I guess we'll find that eventually. Now Lunch says,
Now, what's the forbidden fruit?
Angry Care says, Eve at the apple and became the front's, I guess, first sinner. Chris likes apples. This implies Chris is some kind of sinner. Wario says could easily be Chapter 2 situation where we thought the hospital based on the teasers, but it ended up being the computer lab. Quote's here. Hey, Quote. Spampton Sweepstakes got an update. Woo, Spampton Sweepstakes. Update. Behold. Doggy. Wait. What did I say? This is a new one. Okay. Seems to be a bunch of jumbled up text. I know you all can't see the link too well. So this is what the link says? Yeah, that's a bit scrambled. Is that the same one I clicked on? I think, yeah, that's the same one I clicked on, so... Oh yeah, this one's different. Whereas there's also the Garden of Eden parallels I didn't think about. That's clever if intentional. It might be. I know there's like going to be religious themes coming up in new chapters, so we'll have to see. If you can't figure out there's an easier alternate solution, we'll figure that out. I'm gonna go this one, Maraca. Actually, hold on. Did that change? Wait. Oh, this is the next layer. Because, this is like the tier 2 windows, because the previous one actually had something different. So this is actually different. So joy. Oh, boy. Wait? Okay, so, what kind of work can we make from this jumbled up mess? I'm terrible at these, so I would not be able to know. Unless I find the correct one randomly. I'm honestly probably just gonna be like clicking through these until I eventually get it. Brute force method. Best Cow says, if you can't figure out there's alternate, I'll figure it out. Let's see. Now Lunch says, by the way, Dean, don't forget to continue the cat minigame site for a good few minutes. Trust me, you'll want to. I'll head back there eventually. One of these windows actually leads to something, by the way, says Angry Kara. I expect that. It's just finding the right one is difficult. I guess if I can, like, de-scramble those... If I can de-scramble that, that'd probably work, but I'm not good at de-scrambling these things. Maraca. Normal dog. You just already discovered it, though. It's the tree page. No lunch says there's more. Yeah, there is, because there was a version of this that led to the tree, and it was you had to do what? I think Angry Kara mentioned this. Lost where the forest would grow. You type that in instead of the mixed matched words, and then you go to the tree. But now in this one, every time that you click on these, there's like this shuffled up word here. I don't know if it's like a full word or multiple parts of a word. But it's scrambled right now, so and I'm not sure what I would be looking for. But it seems like every single one of these has the same letters. Oh, the poor children. That's what it is. It is the poor children. It is the poor children. That is what this one is called. Okay, is there anything here? Oh. You can draw on it. Ooh, oh, that's weird. Just keep drawing, Dean. Alrighty. Drawing away. Can't wait to see the cool epic jump scare. Oh, gosh. Oh, wait. The tree? It's the tree! What is this here? If you have an opus, it's known that there's a rare chance for an... Okay, let's see. This goes back to the egg log. How do people even discover these pages? I'm confused this demo. Oh, because in the newsletter, Toby was like, hey guys, Spampton Sweepstakes has changed. And then at the very bottom, there's like a what's new link. And then you can find some of the new links. And now we're searching. Yay. This page is titled Therapy, by the way. Oh, yeah, the title of this page is Therapy. Huh. I wonder what that actually means. So clicking here goes to the egg log, which this has already been a thing, which asks, hey, secrets. Try it for yourself. All right, we're back to this. Whoa! Whoa, super one! It's the super... Oh, and no more supers. Super Ultra Mega. Just keep clicking, says Lancer. I shall keep clicking. Where's the Super Ultra Mega Rare one? Wow, Cat Petters is so fun. My score is at 5,970. Angel 1. That goes to the window page. This is what I found earlier. Ah, my days of Cuckoo Clicker are paying off. Woohoo. Is this what Noelle's been playing all day? I think it's been one of the games. She says this one's like, this one is Cat Petters. Keep going, Bean Boy. I'm going. That's to the window page again. I don't feel like clicking that. Super Ultra Mega one. People are saying some stuff in chat. I'll read that after I find the secret. I'm at 11,970 points. 12,000 points. After you find the secret, type chapter 3 into the URL. I'll try. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can like find chapter 3 by clicking through the stuff first, and not. I want to find the hints to find the URLs first. Lancer, at what point does the thing come up? Is it whenever I reach like 15,000 points or something? There's a lot of clicking.
Hey guys, welcome to my new Cat Petters Let's Play. We're gonna be clicking on the green cat for 5 minutes.
Shouldn't be too long, just keep going. I'm going! I'm on it! We're almost there! Just a bit closer. Now it's even closer. Even closer now. Oh yeah! Whoa! Ah! Okay, that spooked me. God damn it. God damn it. I got jump scared. Okay, alright. Okay, is there anything else that's new here? What's next? Click. Not applicable. What do you mean not applicable? Title is ... The link is chapter 3. Okay. Also, what are other people saying? Best Cow says, the sweepstakes update must have been the other project Toby was mentioning on the other newsletters. The therapy page is also probably what Toby was using for one of the Blue Sky posts. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. On one of his Blue Sky posts where he was like drawing around a bit, where like the squares were getting made. Yeah, that one. You're right. Benman says, in the end of it all, there's a friend inside us. Good grief. Let's see. This is a small minigame from Cat Petter, says Gretry. Okay. There's nothing that connects to it, I think. Wario says, this image friend, baby. It wasn't just Spamton after all. Implied to be cat like many theorize. Has more gastric connections via 666 points. And uses face.ogg left from the chair page. We win! Oh, that thing. Type the other chapter numbers into the URL. Alright, well, let's see. Chapter 7. Dog. I know if it like comes up with an error that it comes up with a dog check anyway. So if I type in chapter 2, applicable. Yeah, but what's applicable? What if I type in applicable? What happens then? Okay, just a dog check. Chapter 1. Not applicable? What? How is... What? Okay, so... Chapter 4... I thought this was a blank page, but there's actually a tiny red dot. Message. Message from who? What? Hold left on your keyboard in chapter 3. I'll try that in a moment. What is this? m.mp3. That's what the audio... let's see. Assets audio m.mp3. Typed in... Oh, shit! Hi, okay. Apparently if you type in d.mp3, that comes up. So, alright, g.mp3 comes up with nothing. Okay. What about chapter 4, Weird Red? Why is that just empty? That actually wasn't empty. That's what brought me on this path. Let's see. So if you type in chapter 4, Deltarune.com chapter 4 instead of 3, you get a completely blank page, but there is a very tiny pixel in the very middle here. You can kind of see me highlighting something. See, there's like something in the very middle. Click on that. Then you go into this page, which has more things to click on. I'm using select or Control Alt. There's more things to click on here. So this is e.mp3. I can't even see the pixel. I've just got a good monitor. If you need to see the pixel, press Control A, and that'll select everything, and you can actually see these better. So that's E. Let's see, is this also E? That's E. What is this one? E. Okay. M and E. Me. Another E. M. Kind of weird. Another M. Another M. E. M. E. M. E. I guess I don't have to, let's see. There's like a little link thing in the bottom left of my screen that actually shows me what it's going to be. Doesn't seem like any of these are different. This one is different though. This one just says message and nothing else here. Click. So it goes back to message again. Okay. It's just a bunch of E's and M's. Al Brown says, did you fall down the rabbit hole of the sweepstakes links? That's where I'm at right now. Alright, so, boop. Let's see. So let's see. I think it was D. Yeah. Apparently, D.mp3 does actually work. I don't know if this is not supposed to be there or what. So W comes up with that. I'm thinking of because is actually something that plays in the actual game files. Actually, let me go find it really quick to like double check myself. Let's see, Steam library, apps, common, Deltarune, demo, find music, and then there is a D file that is the exact same sound as sorry, it was just jump scaring. Is this the sound from Snowgrave? No? Yes, it is, L. Brown, it is. Apparently the corresponding keys on each of the... Wait, what? Wario says apparently they correspond to keys on your keyboard. And the normal ones lead to E.mp3, while M.mp3s are the keys that spell out thank you, which is how people found /thank you. L. Brown says, as in W.ogg and D.ogg? I think so. But in this case, there's only D.ogg. And just to experiment, I typed in G, and it only got a dog check. So now we have to see if there's an A. No, I don't think so. What about T? Funny. Okay, let's head back to here. So, corresponding keys on your keyboard. Good grief. How do you even find this out? So, huh. Oh, I see now. It actually does line up with the normal keyboard. Oh, ain't that weird? So 3, 4. Yeah, the M file. This one plays an M file for T. Then there's one for Y. One for U. O. A. H. K. N. So that actually ends up typing out thank you. Huh. Well, ain't that wacky? Can you type Deltarune tomorrow into the link? Actually, I'm going to do that just for funny. Deltarune tomorrow. It doesn't have anything special. Okay, so going off of that, thank you, Wario, for pointing that out. So that's an interesting way to hide a link. Let's see. Thank you. Which doesn't work. Change /message to thank you in the URL bar. Oh, okay. Message / instead is thank you. Thank you. How long did it take you? Let's see. How long did it take her to smile is the name of this. How long did it take her to smile? Anything else here? Doesn't seem like there's anything else. How long did it take her to smile? Who is smiling? I'm gonna guess Das for some reason. There's supposed to be something before it says thank you. Well, let me just refresh the page. Doesn't seem like it. Unless I'm supposed to get jump scared. It's supposed to have boxes where you can input text. People are saying it changed. Before there was a section where you could put your email and supposedly your name. You can find it in the links if you want, Dean. I'm guessing the links that you put on the Discord. Not sure. You never tried chapter 5, by the way. I'll try that. Let's see. Chapter 5. There's a minuscule number 1 that's here. Very, very tiny. Massive chapter 2. There's also a... Alright. There's also a chapter 3 hidden here. Ooh, audio file change. It is now MA. For some reason. So chapter 1 doesn't have a link. Chapter 2 goes to D.mp3, which is related to Snowgrave. 3 has MA.mp3, which has no significance at the moment. Click on 4, and it leads to the message that eventually spells out thank you. Let's see. Thank you. And it goes to here. And clicking on number 5 plays h.mp3. Why is Toby spelling the alphabet instead of naming the mp3 files properly? Okay, let's see, going off of that D, that one's MA. Is there any significance here? This goes to chapter 4. Maybe chapter 4 is where we find deaths. And that one's H.
Holy shit, it is.
WD Mahama. Holy shit, yes, it's definitely. Chapter 3 has a weird route confirmed? Well, is it weird, or is it just a hidden route? It might just be hidden. Although it's kind of odd for them to mention chapter 3 and then like have the Snowgrave sound play. Okay, so looking at this, so chapter 5. I already did that, because that's what brought me here. What about chapter 6? And 7... and 0. Nothing. 1. Not applicable. Have you tried /egg? Oh, technically we've been to egg before. Like, that's not a new one. Also, I don't know what it means by we're going to chapter 2 and it's applicable. Not sure what that means. Anger Care says chapter 2, 4, and 5 will have weird routes, while chapter 1 and 3 won't. They're invisible here because they're not applicable. Well, you say that. Actually, maybe. Well, actually, if you think about it, chapter 4 will have Noel in it. And if we can only expect that the weird routes are only functioning whenever Noel is around, then that means that it actually makes sense for chapter 2, 4, and maybe 5 to have Noelle. We don't currently know anything about chapter 5, or at least I don't currently know. And chapter 4 would most likely have Noelle as a character, so that's probably where the Weird Rock can come in. But then why is the number 3 invisible but large, while the number 1 is invisible but tiny? Maybe it doesn't matter too much? Angakara says, I think 5 is the festival? It might be. I do know that we're going to be hanging out with Noelle, or Back. Wait, hold on. The title of this is Back. Why is it called Back? I don't know. Can I go somewhere here? No. Okay. I've dug pretty deep.
Bearcat.
Thinking sizes are important to the game size files? Maybe. MP's here. MP, there goes your tower. Watch it crumble. Feel the power. Harry twinkles in the game. Hello, MP. Ah! It's him again. We did. We did it. It's over. Let's see if I can remember where to go. Okay, so what's next? Not applicable. Chapter 3, not applicable. What does that mean? Damn that boob tube. Oh yeah, everyone except Mike. Oh yeah, that text is still there. Not now. Everyone will pay. Everyone except Mike. Hold left on the chapter 3 page. Something happens. Damn you. Okay, I'll head over there. What's next? Chapter 3. This is the chapter 3 one. So holding left. Holding left. But But what, Toby? But what? Huh? Harris says, by the way, the image of friend is called Cat009, so friend cat theory is pretty much confirmed. Oh no. Not unless she says, but the route's influence remains? Oh, maybe. Okay, I had a theory about, like how Birdley's demise would actually affect future chapters, and I've thought about something. So in Chapter 2, you can either, of course, have Birdley be safe with all of his limbs intact, have Birdley be safe but he loses an arm, or Birdley's dead. Those are the three outcomes that actually, I think, matter the most going into future chapters. Theory I got, what if there's a situation where Birdley needs to hold on to two things? Maybe he needs to, like, actually hold on to stuff, like he actually has to use both of his arms to do something. Well, if he doesn't have one arm, maybe he might loses out on something, maybe. But because he doesn't have an arm, maybe, or it's not that he lost it, it's just that it doesn't work, is kind of the interpretation. L. Brown says our choices definitely matter now. Yippee! No one will shed a tear for him. Is there anything? Okay, I'm gonna zoom out a ton. Actually, wait, can I see this if I, like... Oh, that's interesting. Even if I zoom out a ton. Oh, yeah, look, there it is. That's funny. It's not applicable, but... We'll find out. Actually, random question. Is there any... Are there any secrets if I zoom out too far? I don't know if anyone's actually felt like trying to zoom out a tremendous amount to see anything.
Burley disqualified from Hometown Festival Pumpkin Hurling Challenge. No!
Be funny though. Ah, the pixel. Click. Can't actually click on the pixel now. There we go. It brings us back to here. If I go to chapter 5, and is there also nothing else too far? Wonder if the sweepstakes will update like this in the future. It might, just for like funny ARG stuff. Okay, backing out. Whoa, I get the super ultra mega cat petter. Welcome to Windows. Welcome to Windows. Ba 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 bum bum ba. Bum ba da ba bum bum ba bum bum ba. Let's see. Lost where the forest grows? Is that it? No. Where the lost forest grows. What was it? Where grows the lost forest? Shoot, I forgot what it was. I didn't know how much it would change, though. Chapter 3, that is. Those windows are on the Switch trailer, right? No, different windows, says Kara. I think they are different ones. I don't think me personally, I don't think I've seen these. Let's see, what was this called? Lost where... Actually... Did he... reading... Lost where the forest would grow. That's what it was. Lost where the forest would grow. Lost where the forest would grow. That ends up here. I feel like this is the sound that's made whenever, like, you go on the Jenna route and you go into Snowden. Like, this note sounds pretty much the same. Ranking every Deltarune window until chapter 3. Not much says, my friend and I thought earlier that the bit in the trailer where Chris and Susie were climbing something is maybe at the end of the game and they're climbing the church spire? Ooh. That'd be interesting. Have we only seen chapter 3 then? Where the forest would grow makes me think of the bunker and Des is in there, says Angry Kara. Hint, hint. Actually, I wonder if I can actually find this. Can I find the audio file that plays when that happens? Like the slowed down Snowden version. That's just wind. I'm just looking through different sound files at the moment. I don't remember what the song name was that plays, or maybe it's just Snowden Slow Down. Oh well. Alright, so this takes us to this, which I can actually zoom out and look into a little bit easier. Dog check. Aren't you forgetting something? Is what this says. It's mused too much, isn't it? Let me check. Okay, let me check that out. It's mused too much. No, I was thinking of more the one that plays during Snowden. The too much plays when you just start the Geno route. Anyway. Let's see. I'm trying to remember which one of these it was. It's like this one? No. This one? No. This one? Also no. What about this one? No. What about this one? No. What about this one? Maraca! Let's see. I think it was the 4 children? Well, if I typed it right, that actually would work. Oh yeah, this is this. This. Yeah. Use too much plays in every area. It does after you've killed everything, though. Like, it's only after you've killed everything. I will reveal the tree. And we will go to egg. Dun, dun, dun. Welcome to egg. Is there anything newer here? Comments are disabled. Look for clues on my guest book. Let's head back to sweepstakes. What's next? Is there actually anything else here? Ingakara says also if you were right if we are right on the OGG files will spell WD Gaster, then that would mean that there would have to be an 8th chapter. I just realized that. Oh yeah, that's true. If because right now there's just W in the chapter 1 files, or yeah, in chapter 1, and then there's D in chapter 2. Let me see if I can actually find those just to double check. So here's W. Which I'm not actually sure when this plays exactly. And then there's D. Which that one plays specifically whenever Snowgrave is starting to happen. So the theory with WD, maybe, possibly, we'll get G in chapter 3. And then an A in chapter 4. If it's a G in chapter 3, it is for sure a reference to Gaster. But otherwise, we don't really know. Though, yeah, you are right, though, Angakara. That does mean that we'll probably get a 8th chapter, if that is the case, which... when that plays, heck, when that happens, I don't know. Elbrown says, when is W.OGG played? That I don't actually know. Like, I'm not sure... I'm not really sure when this is played. Angry Kara says when Frisk falls down. Oh, like entering the Dark World falls down? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean, Kara? Maybe. That actually kind of makes sense. Let's see. Lancer on my Discord actually had a bunch of links made to kind of document stuff that has been found. I think I found all the new links. I think. At the moment I found all of the links at the moment. Anger Care says they fall, it cuts to black with a wind sound, and then after a couple seconds the game cuts back in. So I think that is actually where it is played. It's over. Wasn't there a... Oh, here it is. Trying to see if there's, like, anything else that's new. Page not found. Let's see. December... No, not December. Yes, obviously. What else would it be? Yeah, what else would it be? It's a red guitar. Alright, now I'm trying to remember how to get to the Ice Palace. Jacko's Gaming, Deltarune today or tomorrow? Several tomorrows, actually. Like, approximately 25 tomorrows. Today's? Something like that. It's coming out on June 4th, actually. In actuality. But, yeah. You lost. Secret Pepis. Oh. Ah, the chair. What if it could get darker than dark? What does this chair mean? Chat, what does this chair mean, chat? What could it mean, chat? What does the chair mean, chat? He's supposed to be here by now. Where is he? Ah! There he is. Anger Care says it means a Neo-Dark Fountain. I'm thinking that as well. Dina's jump scare. It's a glitchy chair. It has a shadow and a mantle. Does it actually? Hi. Hello, eyes. You won? Oh. Hey, I got a Rousey! Chapter 3 will have chairs. I repeat, chairs! Anger Care says, I'm fairly certain Chapter 4 will be a Nia Dark Fountain. I'm thinking, I can see that, because everything's a lot more fade, desaturated, and everything got darker. Which one of these had the gumball machine? Yeah, this was a reference to... I forgot what... It was the website that inspired this. Which one of these had the gumball machine? Peppers. Wait, is the gumball machine here still? Oh well. Close this chapter 7 we see in Titans. I can see that. Let's see. seen him. I've seen Spampton G. Spampton. Sighting 1997. I just want to go through these again and find out where, like, some of the other links were. Get the lantern cookie. You just got a lantern. Let's see. Cookie for boy. Value of $25 is now free. Roasted cereal box. Scared of seeing, let's see. Incompatible pet. Scared of seeing this message one day. Until one day, we got the egg. And then the egg has this whole thing. Right. How, I'm trying to find out where to find potassium. I'm trying to out where to find, not this. The one with the Arctic castle. So this is one with, let's see. Yeah, this is Noelle and Chris. Chris is playing the piano, and this is the song that plays. I wonder if this actually would show up at some point. Like in game. Oh, Brown says, although I believe Chapter 3 itself will have some Dreamer lore since the fountain is inside their house. Oh, probably. I mean, I've kind of thought of it. I think I've thought about this with my brother for a bit. What if there was like entirely different dark fountains depending on what choices you made or something? That'd be kind of ridiculous, though. There's already enough craziness. But if we get more Dreamer lore, that would be cool. They're multiplying. They're multiplying. Let's see. This is one where Noelle got Pepis as a cat petter. And it just multiplied until it deleted her game. Where she has a restart. Here lies the name of. This was. Let's see. Chris said something to Susie. Susie didn't like that. Just exploded. Noelle heard the whole thing happen. Hurry now, blink and you'll miss it. Blink. Let's see, what else was there? Snow Globe, one of everything merchandise. Oh, this was it. Okay. Where, this was it. Yeah. What are you doing? You shouldn't be. You're early. Well, too bad. I love noise in the morning. Spampton ass. Spampton ass. It's the stupidest thing ever. What is Spampton's fate? Quote says, why? Because it is the television and computer gold technology of the century. Let's see. Angry Kara says, Chapter 0, Doctor, dr.org. Chapter 1 has W, and then keeps going until R for the last chapter. That'd be interesting if they, like, added in like a chapter 0 and there's like a DR EGG and then an R.OGG just for the last one. Okay. For anyone who remembers, is there a way to get to the I forget. It was like I wanted to get to the snow castle. That's the one, like the snowy castle area. I forgot how to get to that one. Also, Mike. I think it has something to do with going into here, or I remember finding. So there's some text. Was it? Wasn't it? Ah, here it is. It's like some miscolor stuff. This is it. There's a static block on the page. Yeah, I thought it was like somewhere else, but yeah, this is it. Click. Cross-shaped maze in the ice area from Dragon Blazers. Once you get there, no matter what you do, you'll always be brought back to the same room. Normally, one of the characters is supposed to guide you through the maze, but it became almost the most famous, or should I say infamous, XP parts of the game, because if you go there without the character, you basically get stuck forever. The developers actually say about this in the manual. It warns you about this glitch. It's actually one of the bad guys' magic spells. Yeah, XD. Sorry guys, I think you were just eating a little too much fruitcake and making this part of the game, XP. As a kid, I had no idea that this was a glitch. I literally spent hours on screen wandering around thinking there was an exit. Thing is, there actually was. Somehow, Kid Me was so stubborn, I think I went every single possible direction somehow, XP. Then, in the last direction is you go up. If you do that, you'll find a door that doesn't appear anywhere else in the game. This shook me so much as a kid, I screamed and pulled my controller so hard it unplugged the console. I actually started crying. But I knew my mom would turn off the game if she heard me, so I held my breath and started hiccuping and gasping. I literally thought I was going to choke on my tears. It only made me cry more knowing that I had to plug the game back in myself. I was so scared that I would get electrocuted and die from the wires. I was actually always afraid of the electrical sockets too, because I thought that they were looking at me, XD. Come on, I wasn't a weird kid, I promise, XP. But I got over it over time. So I started the game again, and with my hands shaking, I went back into the maze. But what's super weird was that somehow I was able to get right back to the door. I was so happy I almost started screaming again, but remembered to hold my breath halfway. Now I was going to be able to see what was on the other end of the secret door. Or so I thought, XP. It was locked. I've never been able to find any key in that game that opens it. Since then, I can actually get to the door pretty consistently if I concentrate. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, and it feels different every time, so I can't give any solid advice. Heh. XD. I know this sounds really fake, but if anyone figures out a way to open the door, please sign the guest book. I'll even put you in the Hall of Fame, you know, so there can be someone else besides me, haha. And we go over to the guest book and can't even do anything with it. But yeah, that's where it was, so thank you, Kara. Angry Kara says, I'm convinced this is about Gaster, by the way. Secret door that doesn't appear anywhere else in the game? It's just not about Gaster, it's about Spamton. That's why she says the door feels nostalgic in the Snowgrave. Oh my god. Probably. I've kind of thought about that because I know, like, Dragon Blazers is an in-game representation of Deltarune. Like, a lot of stuff has come up that, like, hints towards stuff that could happen to Deltarune. Yeah, excuse me. Or, like, let's... Yeah, overly intrusive's here. Greetings, Beanspillabean. Hello, intrusive. We're going over like some of the sweepstakes stocks. There are some new things that came up. What's next? Not applicable. So we know that Noelle has a weird knack for finding glitches. That much we do know for sure. To what extent? I'm scared of the next experiment because of future my survey system. And also me, says quote. What chapter to go to? Let's go to egg. We'll just kind of end up at egg. Try it for yourself. Oh, get the super one. Windows. Wait. Apparently the game size scales with, hold on, if I like zoom in super close. I like zoomed in super close. Don't worry, please wait for the Deltarune Chapter 0. Joshua's here, says hi. Hello, Josh. We're playing Cat Petters. Or at least the minigame of Cat Petters. We're playing Cat Petters. Woo. Overly intrusive says, I just wanted to say hi before we go to school and stare at my computer for 4 hours.
Yo, put me in the corner.
Or at least put this stream in the corner. It's getting close to done. I think I've gone over stuff. New character reveal. You know, when I first saw this, I thought this was Susie, but then it has like it has a really long tail, so I don't know who this is. What was in the newsletter, says Josh? Deltarune's coming out on June 4th. It kind of depends on what time zone you're in, but it's actually coming out on June 5th, but it can be earlier depending on stuff. Let me pull it up really quick to show. So going over everything, June 5th is the official release date, but it will release earlier in different time zones. For me, my time zone is EDT, so this is the one that I'm going to be benefiting the most from. For everyone else, that's going to be different. If you get a Deltarune on PlayStation or Switch, you can use cross-platforming to play it on PS4 and 5, as well as Switch 1 and 2, and you don't have to double money. New trophies, at least for PlayStation. Not sure if they're going to be like actual achievements in the Steam version, though. Also, you need to actually complete rooms, and they're very specifically, you get to the end of the rooms, and then you get the achievement. That's a good thing to know. New Spamton Sweepstakes stuff has been added, and that's kind of that. So, going over what has actually been added to the Spamton Sweepstakes. There's rare cats, which is kind of cute. You click on these, eventually you get a super ultra mega secret one. Eventually. Not that one. That one's not secret enough. Really interested to see what happens with the old song that Onion Sun was talking about, especially since the river person said, did you hear the old song that came from the sea? Oh, man. Whenever 3 and 4 come out, we're gonna be, like, consuming so much stuff. Also, it took me, like, no time to get the Windows one. Give me the ultra mega rare one. Where's the ultra rare one? I don't know. Fine. Shrink ray, activate. There we go. Shrunken. It's funny. Hikaru says, I'm just interested by the river person in general, like the answers about them. Yeah, well, what if we get to see the river person after interacting with Onion Sun more? Would that even happen? I'm not sure. So let's see. There's this. let's see, you can find it by going to the egg post, and there's a new link called Secret Cats that links to a brand new post. Another link down here that sends you to this game. Eventually, if you're good enough and you're lucky enough, you can get the super ultra mega rare rare ones that when you use them, I'm trying to show it. Oh well, you eventually find a rare one that sends you to a new link. Windows. And it goes to this thing, which has tons of windows. Click on it, you go to an annoying dog. But in the top link, it says where has a bunch of jumbled up words. Grow where the Lost Wood Forest. You can click on one of these windows and get it correct. But you can also type in, what was it? What was it? Needs to double check because I never quite remember. Lost where the forest would grow. That's what it's called. So, lost where the forest would grow. And that'll send you to here. Clicking on it plays that. This is a very similar image or like a texture look. If you look at the Jockington post that's on the Steam page where Jockington grows a beard, it has like the same background. That's something people have noticed. What that means, who knows? Clicking on it enough times sends you to another window page, but this one is different, whereas you can get some new text that doesn't make up what it once was, but it's a jumbled up mess. However, you can actually make it, I think it was the poor children, I think is what it was. Which, if you type that in instead, gets you to a blank page. The title is Therapy, and you can draw on it, which is kind of nice. Draw in it enough. Also, I think that some people are saying this is what Toby was working on all those months ago in Blue Sky. Like for one of the turkey posts. Inger Karras says, the man who speaks in hands is Gaster, and the man who came from the other world is Everyman. Calling it right now, locking it in. I can see that. Alright, so eventually, after some amount of time of drawing, you eventually find the egg tree, which sends you to egg. So then it goes back in a loop. There doesn't seem to be anything else in this area at all, so we go back to here. Then we go in a loop. Trying to find what other stuff there was. Also, at the bottom of Sweepstakes, there's a new link that says, what's next? You click on it, and it goes to ... Chapter 3 is the link page. Not applicable. Apparently, if you hold down the left arrow key on your keyboard, a single word appears, but ... What does that mean? Not sure. Now, there's no direct links to any of these other places, but we can actually go to a different place, Chapter 1. If you type in Chapter 1 in here instead of Chapter 3, this will come up. There's no secret arrow key things, as far as I know. Doesn't seem like it. I'm testing this right now, just in case. Inka Care says, I know it's code, but I want to believe the thing Toby said about an Undertale hard mode for the 10th anniversary. Oh, that would be hilarious. If that does happen, I want to do that. So yeah, Chapter 1 doesn't have anything interesting. Chapter 2 is applicable. But what does the applicability mean? Not sure. Maybe. Some people have actually theorized some actual stuff. So, if you type in chapter 4, you get ... chapter 4. There's a teeny tiny dot. I'm trying to zoom in. I don't think you can see very well, but there is a tiny dot here. Click on it. Takes you to chapter 4 message, which has the same dot that sends you to the page that it's currently on. But you can press Control All, and you can see hidden stuff. All of these buttons here are corresponding to keys on your keyboard, which either take you to e.mp3 or m.mp3. Which doesn't really amount to much. But if you can find out that some of these are on a keyboard and that you can find out the name, you can actually find out that it's trying to spell thank you. If you type in thank you instead of message into the link, you get to this thank you page. How long did it take her to smile is the title. Apparently, for some reason, you should have been able to like put in your email address and name in order to send some information, but for whatever reason, I didn't get that. So that's something else that someone else got. Man, I wasn't fast enough. I just woke up. I feel like after this game is over, it'll make me cry more than Undertale does, says Kara. I don't know if it would. I don't know about like emotional tear jerks of the story, although I feel like I would cry a lot knowing that, oh my, this is actually it. This is over, probably. We're going to be doing so much from this. But we'll see what happens whenever the game is done. See, I think there is more to this page, but I'm not able to, or just literally not able to figure out what that is right now. Chapter 5. This comes up. Definitely crying when Rudy dies. Oh yeah, that makes sense. You can highlight this in order to see this stuff a bit easier. There is a invisible tiny 1, a massive 2. Then when you click on it, plays the Snowgrave song. There is also a invisible chapter 3. Click. Does this? It plays ma.mp3, whatever ma is. Well, now I'm wondering if MA is just going to be in there. Oh, well. Chapter 4 brings you to the message thing that was with the keyboards. Click on 5. Plays h.mp3, which what that is exactly, not sure, but that's just the thing that's played. For fun, tried to figure out if there was something in Chapter 6. There isn't anything in there. Same with 7. Nothing there. Same with 8. Nothing there. Was there any other links that I'm missing? Trying to remember. Just some stuff says, I'm playing Deltarune. This is fun. Deltarune is a very fun game. I will agree with that. Let's see... Oh. Yeah, one more. There's one more. And in order to get to that, let's see. Can I go back to sweepstakes? There we go. There's also see the alternate fate. You can see
Hey, Yenny!
you can just see him slowly eviscerate.
Wait. I'm not Spamton, I swear. I'm just an impersonator. I'm an actor. I was just hired to. You can't do this to me. Stop! Stop!
You know how much I've sacrificed. So apparently, this is what would happen if we all voted for silence during the sweepstakes. Angry character just says /man. Is that one that? Hold on. I think that, yeah, this is from, let's see, Behind the Tree. I think this is from the original sweepstakes entry. I think /minute. No, this one is from the original Spamton sweepstakes. I remember. I was there. I was there when Spamton sweepstakes happened. So while in the silent state, there's no text for everything, seems. Well, shoot, now I actually gotta look and see if there's anything new. Because I haven't actually checked that. Pressing Control A on all of these to see if there's any hidden text. Wait. Is that anything? No. Face. Doesn't seem like there's anything new here. No. This goes to Noelle's blog post, and then there's a bigger what's next. You click on that, and you can go back to this area. Which, new stuff, you can click behind the counter, and you can get some doors. Click it. Open it up. And then there's this message. If only you had the... Your luck might have gone another way. Nope. No, Chris. Wait a second. Wasn't, let's see, assets... What was it? Assets MA? Oh, hey, hold on a second. Let's see. Okay, so the same sound file that's played here is the same one for MA. So I wonder... Is that going anything? No. Anything there? No. I'm actually just like double checking this. No. Okay. Doesn't seem like there's anything else here. No. But let's see. L. Brown says, I believe the blank name is the Shadowmantle. It might be. I just noticed that, like, this sound is the same one that plays for the MA sound effect. Like, it's the same one. Click on the knife, swords, or the mouse. I believe the blank... let's see. Whoa! Oh, hold on. This is different. What is this? Wait. Hold on. Okay, so it's only different because... Okay, that's interesting. Hold on. Okay, I'm pressing Control Alt here. I'm clicking on it. So that's interesting. Does this actually do anything? Okay, I'm gonna go into super fast click mode, see if there's any way that I can... Oh! Apparently actually clicking on it sends you to chapter 3, not applicable. You can never defeat us. Let's rumble. Did I find something newish? Oh, I clicked on it. So then that sends me to chapter 3. So if you do click on that, you get sent to the chapter 3 page. That's good to know. Not applicable. Little pixel. But... I think that might actually... Let's see, there are hats and chairs in chapter 3, and something is not applicable. Interesting information. Very interesting information. Is there anything else that's new here? It's the tenor room. It's off. TV. Anything else here? Doesn't seem like it. That's where the weather sticks together. If only you had the... Your luck might have gone another way. No crystal. Darn. So I think that actually might be it for the sweepstakes right now. Okay, I think that's it. Alrighty, well, thank you very much. L. Brown, Angry Kara, Just Some Stuff, Not Lancer, Quotes, Joshua, Overly Intrusive Thoughts. Let's see, who else was here? Ultra Kill Fan, Jack Ghost Gamin'. Trying to see who else. Wario. There were a couple more people. Dan Manpan. I Am a Best Cow. Simo360. Neo. The Benman. Fishy Cats. Grecker Tree. Shadow VR was here. I didn't shout out when he came. Oh well. As well as many more who tuned in but just didn't comment. Thank you all very much for tuning into the stream. I go do stuff right now. If you want to see what I'm doing, go check out my State of Dean video that I posted recently if you're interested. I'm gonna be just kind of checking out. I also got a Discord. Link is in my channel bio if you want to go join that for any reason, if you want to like know when I'm doing stuff. As well as just like a way to interact with each other. Alright, that's going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for tuning in. You all have a wonderful rest of the day. And don't forget, we're only... let's see. We're only 25 tomorrows, or 24 tomorrows until the Deltarune comes out. Just hang in there. We're almost there. I can almost taste the chapterness. Can't wait to taste the chapters. Taste the chapters. Taste it. Alright. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good rest of the day. Good night, everybody.